Backstreet's back, alright.
Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Chem Q&A show.
Everybody get up.
Aqueous solutions that consist mainly of mineral acids and bases that are not highly toxic may be poured down the sink after dilution or neutralization. This includes acids and bases such as sulfuric, hydrochloric, hydrobromic, hydroiodic, nitric, and acetic acids. Non-toxic salts may be diluted and washed down the drain also, including materials such as sodium and potassium halides, magnesium and sodium sulfate, and calcium carbonate.
With large amounts of potentially explosive or highly reactive material, they require special measures. Small amounts should be properly neutralized with appropriate precautions such as a blast shield or a face shield. These include lithium aluminum hydride, potassium and sodium calcium hydride, aluminum or tin chloride, and tert butyl hydroxide with other related materials. Remember, do not try to treat more than 1 to 2 grams of such materials without consulting your advisor. And always work with extra face protection. Always keep separately bottled any waste that could potentially become explosive upon addition of acid or water. Potassium cyanide and sodium sulfide are 2 examples. Mercury spills should be powdered with sulfur, carefully scraped up with a dustpan, and bottled separately. Major mercury spills should be reported to the EHS as soon as possible. This is due to the mercury vapor. Glassware containing mercury residue should be soaked with concentrated nitric acid for several hours. The acid residue bottles separately as acidic mercury-containing waste. Then glassware should be washed with water.
But every song's like gold teeth, gray goose dripping in the bathroom.
Once a bottle is full, you must first put the date on it, such as April 14, 1997. You officially have 3 days prior to dispose of the bottle. Do not let bottled waste just sit around.
How do you properly dispose of sharps?
All sharps, such as needles, syringes, razors, and other scrap metals, must be placed into a separate plastic container of a sort that can be obtained for free from the EHS. These containers must be used. Do not dispose of sharps into glass or general rubbish containers. Thank you for watching the Chem Q&A show, and remember, when in doubt, ask a member of the safety committee or call the EHS for advice. It's better to do it right and slowly than do it over again. Always be thinking about what you will do with your end product of your reactions.
You take the clothes off my back.
Acids and bases containing heavy metals. These are usually toxic or dangerous oxidants and should not be disposed of down the sink, but should be bottled separately from other wastes and labeled appropriately. This includes perchloric, periodic, perbromic, arsenous, stannous, chromic, and similar acids. If in doubt, do not put it down the sink, but bottle separately and ask. Toxic metal salts should not be put down the sink as well. These should be bottled separately from other wastes, including salts of mercury, thallium, barium oxide, and transition metals of any sorts.
I got the eye of the tiger.
All organic materials that are liquid that do not contain halogens or sulfur will dissolve in organic solution and do not contain water may be combined in a common waste container called non-halogenated waste. This includes such common substances such as alcohols, acetone, ethers, hexanes, DMF, benzene, and toluene. There does not have to be a separate container for carcinogenic waste or washings, but it may be appropriate to bottle these separately and label them. Again, when in doubt, ask.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen.
All sulfur and halogen-containing organic materials should be combined in a common waste container called halogenated waste. These include dichloromethane, chloroform, chloroform D, chlorobenzene, dimethyl sulfide, thiols, etc. These should not be mixed under any circumstances with non-halogenated waste. Be sure to label any such bottles clearly. In addition, to minimize stench problems, please bottle organosulfur containing waste in a completely separate container.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Do not simply pour corrosive or reactive molecules into any waste bottle. Neutralize carefully into a less reactive form whenever reasonably possible. For example, all acyl chloride waste should be cautiously neutralized with a small amount of waste recycled methanol and placed in a halogenated waste bottle.
Applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause, live for the applause, applause, live